Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Coco Chanel. If you are a first time viewer, welcome. Slide on over and hit that subscribe button and then turn on that notification bell so they'll let you know every time your girl makes an upload. And if you're an oldie but goodie, welcome back. I wanted to make a video today, but I was like, why not just, talk up close and personal? Because I've been watching a couple of videos where you kind of get to know and get to get a good experience of the person that you're following or whatever the case may be, how y'all, however y'all see it, but subscribe to and stuff like that. And I just wanted to like give a briefing of who I am. You know what I mean? um I really feel strongly about 2020, y'all. Anybody else excited about 2020? I hope everybody got their coffee I set out for 'em, so we can have coffee and chat, y'all. But y'all, just a little briefing of me. Any questions y'all ever want to ask me, feel free to email me, inbox me on Instagram, or just leave a comment down in the comment section. But y'all, I'm in my bedroom, so it's up close and personal. I'm in my bedroom, child. But I got on up and did some stuff around the house. So I said, let me give my second fam some attention. Y'all, I did that greens challenge yesterday. I don't think y'all should season it like I season it, because I had heartburn out this word trying to eat big chunks of greens. Maybe I should have took my time. But it was so good, y'all. I seasoned it in a bowl and just like nuked it in the microwave. You know what I mean? Like I didn't, do a whole big pot or nothing like that. I just did it for the occasion, and I seasoned them really good. But they gave me heartburn trying to scarf them down. But anyway, y'all, let y'all know some things that I hope everybody like their coffee. I don't use a lot of sugar, but I use a lot of cream. But anyway, y'all, if y'all hear my dog barking back there, he'll bark at a butterfly. If the butterfly don't hurry up and get out the backyard, he gonna tear the backyard down trying to get it out. So he probably barking at that black and white cat that keeps sitting on the gate messing with him. But anyway, y'all, like y'all, I've started to see life in a different manner. Like I was always one of those people. See, my mama was headstrong. She was the type of person, if I want it, I'm going to go get it. Ain't nothing you can say about it because I went and got it myself. That's the type of person my mama was. And so she kind of instilled in us to, if you want to go get it. If the man you with ain't going to get it, go get it. You know what I mean? Like, you still shouldn't be without it. You should still have that power in you to go get it. You know, and I was also, sort of raised by my granny. Where my granny was like, the man is supposed to be head of the household, but sometimes the woman really does have to take over. So I was always that type. If I want another house, I'm gonna go get it. If I want a car, I'm gonna go get it. If I want another job, I'm gonna go get it. You know, and so that's how my life was. It was pretty good. There was nothing that I wanted that I couldn't go get, and I went and got it. I went and got it. Everything. I'm sorry, I'm a TV on. But I went and got it. No matter what it was, I went and got it. And so, you know, I tried the submission thing. Most of us do. We're supposed to submit to our husband and stuff like that. But it seemed like it just took me further and further down. Like, my grandma always told us the jobs y'all go for, pray about them and stuff like that. So, the job I had, I always felt like, you know, I was working with good, um, influential people that were smart, that could help take me to the next level. And they did in sort of a way, but not the way you thought they would. You know, they 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 forced me to the next level. You know what I mean? Like, have you ever worked for someone that you went in and said, I'm gonna be the very best at whatever it is that I'm doing, and then they come to you and make you seem like you're kind of stupid, you're not doing a good job, what you're doing is not working, then you come find out they don't even know how to do what you're doing. So you tried their way and it mess up. So they send it back. They fuss at you. This is not right. This is not what I said. Like, no, I wrote down exactly what you said and did exactly what you said. I just knew it wouldn't work either. So then they'll come back and switch it back up to the way that you already had it going and put credit on it with them, saying that she was so stupid I had to switch her up and take her back to this. You'd be like, no, this is what I was doing all along. And nobody's gonna believe you. And so with a lot of that keep going on and on and on, and then the stuff that you see around you and stuff like that really takes a toll on you. You try to talk to people. See, I'm a person that normally don't talk about my problems. Normally keep them to myself. I normally keep everything to myself. I don't say anything about it because everybody spends so much time coming to me. So when I finally got around people that I felt like could probably relate, give me sound advice, good advice instead of those, street advice. That was not the case. And then when you tell them something, they put stank on it and spread it around and have everybody looking at you like, you know, and you're thinking, what the heck just happened? You know what I mean? And then they'll come to you, I didn't tell anything. I really care about you. You be like, no, it's not nothing that deep. I'm just talking to you, because I can't talk to nobody else because everybody always coming to me. It's not that deep. Maybe I may shed a tear a little bit because I'm a sensitive person. But don't over exaggerate it. Don't take it too deep. And then people start coming around you and secretly, are you okay? I mean, how's your husband? Just different things that you don't talk to another person about. And it's like, don't insult my intelligence. Don't make me snap. Stop thinking I'm stupid. I know exactly what you're doing. And so you get to the point where you don't want to talk to people about your problems. So, you know, you just kind of keep it to yourself and it takes you to a depression. Everything around you starts to spiral completely down. I had got to a point where I didn't even want to be around people because it seemed like everybody thought what the rumor was. You know what I mean? Like every time I looked up at somebody and wanted to smile, they'd be like, "Oh, she's so high." You'd be like, "How? What?" And or just roll their eyes or something like that. And I'm like, I've never experienced this before. I've always came somewhere and been happy to shout people, "Hey, girl," and stuff like that. You know. And then when that stuff started happening, it was like, oh my God. So, you get slung deeper and deeper and down into a depression. And I'm saying all of this, y'all, because I'm going somewhere with it. Trying to give you all a little insight on me and why I am, how I am, and how I got to the place where I am, and stuff like that. So not only is the people that you're working with making folks think you're stupid and down and out and stuff like that, you be like, dog, it ain't that bad. It's like, okay, y'all can come to me about y'all problem, but if I come to y'all, I'm down and out and stressed and everything else. It's like I'm trying to talk to you before I get to that point, girl. But then they go and talk about it with somebody else and add their little sauce on it, and everybody feel like you this way and that way. And it's like, nah, I'm trying to explain to you, no, that ain't the case. And so when you finally sit down with a person and realize exactly how they are towards other people, you're like, oh, you tricked me with the I care about you situation. That's what everybody was trying to tell me. You tricked me with that, you know. So it took a long time to try to build yourself back up when you're a person that's not used to so many people coming at you and saying the things that they're saying or whatever. And you're like, wow, why is this happening? And see, I was always a person, just be quiet about it, don't say nothing. And it makes me cry. It hurts my feelings. So I never said how I want, what I wanted to say and how I felt and things like that. I just kept it to myself. And so finally, after a couple of years, because it kept going further and further and further down. And all you would ask is, please just leave me alone. Let me work. I'll fix my problems on my own because I already know what you're doing. I already know you going back telling folks stuff, but you putting your own stank on it, making it seem like it was just oh so horrible and oh so bad or whatever. You know, and nobody wants to come to me and ask me any of these. They just come with those subliminal questions. And the you in you, even though you're depressed and not knowing what's going on with you, the you in you is like, please stop insulting my intelligence. I'm not stupid. I'm tired of playing this game with y'all. Leave me alone. Stop coming up here trying to figure out stuff about me and ask me questions. Don't ask me nothing about my husband. What does it matter where my husband work? What does it matter where my husband's from? You understand what I'm saying? Like, if he don't work here, what difference to all these questions? Don't ask me no questions about nobody that don't work here. And if you want to know some questions about somebody that work here, go ask them. So, it had got so bad. And I just got tired of people insulting my intelligence, using my kindness for weakness, especially when I loved people so much. I love to make people laugh. I love to see them smile because of me. And when you see all that turned upside down and you treat it like you're some kind of common animal, out on the street, it's like, wow, what do I do now? So I was kind of leery about praising God for a while because it was like, why? I praised you. Well, I thought I was praising God, right? I praised you. I pray to you. I read. I'm in church. I'm in Bible study. You know what I mean? All of the things. And then this turn up. You had some people from church, instead of looking at you with their spiritual eyes, instead of judging you, pray for you. You know what I mean? It wasn't happening. It was the judgment. It was they'll speak to everybody around. I mean, I'm cool with that. I don't care about nobody not speaking to me. That's not a big deal. See, what bother other people don't bother me. But it was almost like I really wasn't there. You know what I mean? It was a different feel. It was more than the usual of go hug one of my brothers or sisters or something like that, and then just keep going. But it was more so of hug them, look at me, and like, okay, anyway. It's like, dog, why does it have to be so strong? you know. So, mm, or they'll walk past and give you this look, and you be like, okay, I know since you looking at me, I know you see what's going on. It's a depression. It's kind of like a spiritual a battle because God is trying to teach me something in the same process so that I may move to the next level. So I'm like, I know I'm be good. And when they still look and go whisper to somebody else and turn their nose up, it's like, but I thought you was my church family. Not everybody on the street or anybody I come in contact with. I just knew my church family would pray for me and know, like, this is a spiritual warfare. It was one woman that I had went over to a building to talk to because I think I was getting my check, and it took this one woman don't know me from Adam and Eve, and I don't know, something about her. I felt like I could spiritually connect with her. Even out of all this, I was kind of scared to talk to God because I felt like He was punishing me. I felt like I could spiritually connect with her. And I talked to her on a spiritual level. I didn't talk to her about the mess that was going on around me or the evilness that was going on around me. Because some people you work with, you'll tell them, I'm so tired of this, y'all, this going on. They don't believe you. They'll tell you that it ain't going on. But the minute the exact same thing happened to them, they come running to you pissed off saying, I'm finna get ready and go. I'm tired of this. It's like, no, you didn't believe when I said it was happening to me. Now you're pissed off and ready to go. Ain't that crazy? But I talked to her and I was like, I really feel like I am being spiritually attacked. You know what I mean? I said, forget the people that's in front of me doing it. I'm looking at the spirits behind it. Because God is trying to show me something. And around this time, my husband was working at night and I worked in the daytime. So we never really got to see each other. Um, it was like, during the daytime, he's tired because he's worked all night and I'm at work. And then by the time I get ready to come home, he's already, heading to work. So it's like we never got a chance to see each other. So I really couldn't just sit down and talk to him about, what I was feeling because I never felt this before. I was never a person that actually just cared too much about what people said. It was like, who cares? You don't know me, you know. But I actually talked with this woman. She said, you are being attacked. And she said, I just want you to keep praying. She said, I want you to pray for your strength. She said, and I'll be praying for you too, but I want you to keep going. And I was like, this woman don't know me from Adam and Eve, but she took the time to look at me and actually see that I'm fighting a spiritual battle. because forget what's going on the surface in the world, you know what I mean? It's a spiritual battle. So that's what gave me the strength to keep praying to God. And that's what made me start to feel better more and more. And then I went to, because it had gotten so bad, I had went to the hospital. And one doctor telling me it was one thing wrong with me. So I had just stuck it in my head. Okay, this is what's wrong. I don't understand how this is all of a sudden happened to me, but I guess this is what it is. And then I went to a whole nother doctor, and she just flat out said, "You are severely stressed and depressed, and you just need to get over it." She said, "I'm telling you, it's not easy to get over, but you need to get away from around what it is." So I knew exactly what it was because the place that I worked at, I cried every single day going to that place. I cried throughout the day from that place because everybody was just so picky and pushy and judgmental, and they would tell you 75 different things you have done wrong, but they don't even know how you do it. They don't even know how it operates and things like that, but you're the wrong one. And then when you find a solution, they put their name on it saying they had to find a solution for you. And it's like, no, you didn't even know what you were doing. And it would just be so much. And it's like, how in the world do I work around people that I felt like could be very influential on my life? I didn't know how, but I turn out like this. I hated to go near anybody. The presence was just thrown off. I didn't want anybody on my social media. I didn't want to go to lunch with nobody. I just did not want to talk to nobody because it felt like everybody I talked to were trying to do that subliminal stuff. And it just got on my nerves. And it was like, part of me is like, okay, do you play this game with them? Because I'm a person, I don't like to hurt nobody's feelings. I don't like nobody's feelings hurt because of me. So I would just keep quiet and it would just kill me on the inside. I would be in my house because I was here by myself most of the time. My husband was here, don't get me wrong. But I was here by myself most of the time because my husband worked at night. So the safest place I felt like, because I would go to grocery stores and I would just be so fearful to be around people because every time I looked, first of all, I looked down because I'm really clumsy. I trip over a rock. I would trip over my own shoe. But, you know, everything that was me became questioned. Like, I've always been a person to stay in the house. I've always been a person to stay in the house. And then it came to why she always in the house all the time. She must be having somebody, blah, 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 blah. It's like, where they come from? Then she don't want to do nothing but sit up in the house. And it's like, where's all this coming from? All my life, I've always been in the house. I just like being at home. And everything that was me became in question. I feel like everything. I drink wine. I don't drink any hard liquors or anything. And if I do, it may be a little shot with the crew, but I don't want no glass or nothing like that. Everybody know me, truly know me, knows that. I drink wine, and I would go to the package store, and I would sit in my car, and I would feel like I'm doing so wrong. And I'm like, girl, you 30 something years old. How are you doing wrong? You know what I mean? And I would sometimes turn around and just go home. It's like, I don't even want it. I don't even want it. And I'm like, why do you think everything you're doing is so wrong? Because people saying this about you and saying, like, what you're doing is not wrong. It's not wrong. How many cars pulling up at a package store getting buku of this and buku? You know what I'm saying? Like, what you're doing is not wrong. You don't have to justify for that. You're a grown woman. I'm not nowhere in no clubs getting drunk and stuff. Now I have gotten tipsy, you know, around friends at party or something like that. But that was kind of the breaking point of me even wanting real liquor or whatever. Cause I was like, I don't like that feeling. I don't like being like that. I don't like being able to not control. Well, I ain't gonna say not control yourself, but the dizziness. I never liked that. So that's why I just stay with my wine. I don't have to worry about having no hangovers or getting addicted to a wine and have to worry about getting sloppy drunk and stuff like that. And I like that. I'm a cool, smooth, mellow type woman. You know what I mean? You know? So everything the safest place I felt in my own house. Now, in my own house was in the closet. I mean, in the hallway, Indian style, with my Bible, and I would just cry Like, Lord, what's going on? Why is this happening to me? This has never happened to me before. Why are people saying these things? Why are people, looking at me this way? Lord, why I used to love going to stores and taking a minute and looking around. My favorite stores is like Dollar Tree, Dollar Tree. Y'all know the dollar stores. I love dollar stores. And I ain't ashamed of it. Like my husband buys, I remember one time that I never forget. One time my husband buys the dogs. Well, I guess didn't nobody know my husband was with me at one point because his car was in the shop and we were just using one car. So finally when his car came, I was a little freely to be able to go do some things. So I went to the Dollar Tree. And everybody know Dollar Tree sell those little treats. They have the little dog food in the box and they have the little treats, right? So if they sell it, why I can't buy it? Now my husband buys pedigree for the dogs. I was only buying the little boxes of food and the snacks for like if I wanted to give them like a little meal in between. Like he wouldn't, it wouldn't make sense for him to go buy pedigree for dinner and if I want a snack, want them to have a snack, I go buy a whole nother bag of pedigree. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm mama. I buy the treats. I buy the nice collars and stuff. You get what I'm saying? So I went to Dollar Tree and I was like, I'm thinking about my babies today. So I went in and I remember I bought two chew toys. And I bought two boxes of just little, puppy chow, whatever. Because I was like, anytime they get hungry, I could just pour this in there. Or I just want to give them a treat. I could just pour them and they give them a little something, something. And then I was buying the little bacon strips, the little bacons. I was buying the little sausage in a blanket for the dogs. Just a lot of little different treats. The Dollar Tree treats. And it was two men staring at me and they were like, you could tell something wrong with her because she in here buying dollar food for dogs. First of all, it's in a store. I'm not digging it up next to a dumpster. I mean, they were just looking at me whispering like I can't hear them. Saying you could tell something wrong with her. She buying Dollar Tree food. Now that didn't make no sense to me because first of all, even if I was just buying Dollar Tree food, wouldn't you root me on for making sure my dogs got something to eat, let alone how much it costs? Some people don't even go buy their dogs food. They just throw a couple of bones out there or let them wander around the yard and eat up whatever they can. And don't nobody say a word. But the fact that I came with my money to a store and grabbed something off a shelf, something wrong with me. I quickly thought in my head, I said, Lord, I said, now is this a moment for me or should I just let it go? He said, let it go. So I continued to pick up the dollar food that I had because I wasn't caring nothing about what they said because I knew I had a whole big bag of pedigree for their actual food at home. It just baffled me. I'm like, why would something be wrong with me because I'm buying Dollar Tree treats for my dog? I don't understand it. I was like, okay, some people just ignorant, just need something to say. And I was like, that is crazy to me. You would think that they would be rooting me on for making sure I'm buying all these treats, making sure that, my dogs at least have something on their stomachs. You would think that they would root me on for that, or not even just me or anybody. But you sitting here saying something wrong with me because I bought Dollar Tree treats? Okay, I guess. So I went up there with my Dollar Tree treats and paid for them. The world. Only thing stopped me from buying the stuff in the green box because they was having diarrhea every time. Oh, I said, I ain't gonna buy that no more. Mm-mm. I ain't got time to be cleaning up no diarrhea everywhere, child. But that was baffling to me. Then I would go to the dollar stores and she'll buy it if it's $1. I damn sure will. It's $1. Ain't we all in the same store? I've always been frugal. Those always been the stores that I loved so dearly. So dearly. Because I can just sit in there. I can buy as much of whatever I wanted. The people used to be so friendly. and things. But anyway, before then, it just took away everything from me. I was like, I don't want to go to the stores. Like, I would doggone near get down to the last nitty gritty and cry because I had to go out of my house to the store. I was like, what's somebody going to, I don't have people, since I walk with my head down or whatever. Because, like I said, first of all, it's awkward to me to just be walking and staring at somebody. Secondly, like I said, I'm stupid clumsy. I'm so clumsy. I'm the type of person, if we in the house and we finna barbecue and you pile a bunch of chicken up in one of those flimsy plates and ask me to take it outside, 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna drop it before I make it to the grill. That's how clumsy I am. I don't know what it be, but it be like I be holding it, then my arms or something just give out. So I know me. You know what I mean? But anywho, people would just zoom their cars in front of me and be like, well, she should look up and stuff like that. You'd be like, I ain't even finna touch what you doing because God will get you later. I ain't worried about it. People would see me backing out or getting over and they'll zoom up beside me or just come right behind me while I'm trying to back out and I have to bust on brakes. Now any other human would have got pissed off, blowing their horn and everything. But y'all, when I say the stuff that I was put through, the when I finally sat down and just looked at the person that was starting all this mess, and I wanted the person to know, I know you starting all this mess, and I don't want nothing else to do with you. Now I'm not gonna disrespect nobody or nothing like that. I just stop talking to you. Period. I just get quiet. I don't want to talk about your personal business. Don't you ask me about mine. If it ain't about work, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to know what your child did yesterday. I don't know why your husband making you mad. I don't want to know what you had for lunch earlier. I don't want to know what you got swamped on your desk to do. I don't want to know none of that. Tell me what you need me to do work wise, and I'm finna walk off. Nope, I don't want to come kick it with you. I don't want to come have no Christmas dinners or none of that stuff. Leave me alone. Just leave me alone. Me and you can't connect on a personal level anymore. So let's just do business. That's just how person I am. I ain't finna disrespect you. I just don't want to hear nothing you got to say. And I just get quiet or I walk away because it's nothing pertaining to me. I'm the type of person, if a conversation doesn't pertain to me, I'm not finna get in it. It ain't got nothing to do with me. So I don't get in it. You know what I'm saying? That's how you get yourself messed up, getting jumping in stuff that ain't got nothing to do with you. So that's just how person I am. I just stay away from you. Like I know a lot of people was like, I don't like her because she won't speak or whatever. It's not the fact that I won't speak, but sometimes if you see me, what's so bad about you speaking to me? What is so bad about you saying, hey girl? You know what I'm saying? I be so stuck in my own little world. My mind is the fact that I don't focus on nobody else's life anymore. I solely focus on me and my family. My mind is always running. And I hate it because when I was focused on everybody else, it seems like your mind is open to ready to receive, what else you got to say? What happened? What happened? But the fact that I'm really just focused on myself and my family, because most of those people was the people that was there when I was going through, knew that it wasn't what everybody was saying it was, because it's like, instead of you judging me, pray for me, because it's definitely not what you think it is. You know what I mean? Like, wasn't even raised like that. Like, that's not even for me. You know what I mean? And you'll still have those. And then I lost weight. And first thing, people thought I was sick and drugs and stuff. It was like, no, I just really got tired of being the fat sister. I wanted to be the smaller sister. I did. I wanted to see how it felt to be the smaller sister. So I ate less. So I made sure I sweat a lot. I wore my waist trainer. Like, I drank a lot of water. I drank a lot of lemon and cucumber water. You know what I'm saying? And before, everything just got so bad. And I'm like, I just wanted to be skinny. I wanted to be the skinny sister. I had miscarriages, so I felt like maybe because I'm fat, the reason why I'm having miscarriages. So the fact that I lost weight, then it got turned to something wrong with her. She's not eating. She don't have food. It's like, if I don't have food, it's because I didn't go to the store. I could go get it. But I just wanted to be skinny. I wanted to be the smallest of my sisters. Now I've gained all that weight back because my husband's work schedule done changed. So we spend more time watching movies and sitting up late nights in the bed eating and different stuff like that. Happy couple stuff. But it was just a lot, and I was like, why is this happening back to back? What is going on? And it was because God was trying to get me ready for the next level. So the people that I was around, they helped me go to the next level, but it wasn't the way that I thought. And God is not gonna fix everything in the way that you thought all the time. It was just one of those things that I didn't even want to go check my mailbox because people just stared. She wouldn't even speak. It's like, speak to me. You see me. Do y'all know how many people I used to speak to and go in stores and smile and they would just look at me and roll their eyes or walk past me? And then the minute I stopped speaking, because I just be in my own little world now, I just really be in my own little world. Then it's, I don't like her because she don't speak. You like, God, dog. I wasn't good enough for nobody when I was speaking. I'm not good enough for nobody when I'm not speaking. It's like, what do y'all want from me? What do you want? Speak to me. You know, it was just crazy. I would have people, I have the like anxiety attacks. You know what I'm saying? Got it from my mom, and I can't be in closed in spaces for long. Like the cigar bar we went to in Texas, I really felt good because I was like, I didn't feel like I was doing nothing wrong. I'm grown as hell. You know what I'm saying? I had my own money to do whatever. You know what I'm saying? I felt good. I just felt like God was like, baby girl, this is what I've been trying to get you to understand. Not going to a cigar bar. Well, ain't no wrong with cigars. Ain't nothing in them. But stop worrying about what these folks saying, because I'm about to take you to a level where you can have folks saying probably worse than that, but I need you to be able to keep going. I need you to be mentally prepared. So, you know, like, I just didn't want to go nowhere. I would sit, and my husband would have off days, and I didn't want to bother him on my off days, but I was just so severely depressed, and he needed his wife, and I was so depressed and ate up. I would just cry. He looking at me like, what is wrong with you? And I slowly, when you depressed like that, you can't get a full thought out. You don't get a full thought. You just, it's like you're telling bits and pieces of what it is because you can't get the fullness out of it yet. And he would just, I was like, I want to fight so bad. And he would just let me sit in the living room and he would just hold me. He would cut on music. And he would just hold me and let me cry. He would just hold me and let me cry. Like, I couldn't even be intimate with him like I wanted to because my mind was so, it always repeated the things that I heard. And you should have said something, but you didn't. And all type of stuff. It would just constantly play it and I would just cry. And he was just strong enough to sit there with me. I was taking out frustrations on him that I wanted to take out on somebody else, and he was strong enough to sit there. And he was like, "Baby, I'm getting tired." He was like, "I don't know what it is. I'm trying to help." And that's when I knew. I said, "I don't want to lose this man that has been here every step of the way and wants to see me do good. He loves me. He wants me better. He don't understand what's going on, just like I don't understand what's going on." Because I've never let these things get to me so bad. I've never felt so stupid working at a place. I never felt like I was so worthless. And the only thing that really kept me at the place was the people I came in contact with. Most of them were really mean, but it didn't bother me. So I'm like, if this don't bother me, why is it that the people that I'm, working with or whatever the case may be, bothering me so bad? And then I guess it was because they'll come talk to you and be like, yep, I know and understand, but this, and this. But then when it come around the majority of other people, I don't know what's wrong with her. Because see, she be thinking that. You be like, you even come to me and be mad about certain things. So now that I'm saying something is really not happening, but when it's happening to you, it's really happening. Oh, okay. Okay. Hmm. It was crazy, y'all. It was so crazy. I'm talking about, I didn't know who came to talk to me to actually be cool, or who actually, liked me and want to be like, girl, let's talk, or girl this and girl that. I hated when I went around people and they would ask you these questions. You'd be like, ugh. Look, if we're gonna be cool, just talk to me cool wise. Don't be asking me these stupid questions that these folks done told you to ask, or these folks done said something about. Just stop doing me like that. That's why I never wanted to be around nobody. I'm like, I don't got time for that. So how do you feel? I'm alright. So, what kind of person do you like? Shut up. Let's talk about some hair or some nails, or what we got going on for the future. Like, I had big dreams before I came to this place. I had things that I was actually working on before I came to this place. And I stopped all of them because I felt stupid and lower than low. I felt like I was at the bottom of the totem pole. I felt like the advice I was giving people didn't make any sense anymore. I felt like, who am I to even try to help somebody? I felt worthless at that place. And I'm not going to talk about, the name of the place and different people and stuff like that because I don't want to shame nobody, like I was shamed, you know. And then you will have so many people come far and wide. It was just a lot going on that I'm not going to mention because, it doesn't matter to me anymore. Once God heal you from a place. But that prayer. I prayed and prayed and prayed. I was sitting in my hallway, Indian style, because there are no windows in my hallways. Nothing. That's the only place I felt like I wasn't being watched and judged. And I would just cry and I would ask God, why? Why? Yeah, I was so depressed. I had literally one night, my husband was at work and I was just crying and I was like, I'm worthless. Nobody wants me around. Everybody hates me. Everybody thinks I'm on this. And that's the furthest from the truth. I even had stopped drinking wine around that time because I was like, I want to think out everything with a clear head. And when I told people that, it was like, she was on drugs. It's like, what? No. I just want to be able to hear God. You know what I'm saying? I just want to be able to hear God and not keep thinking that He's not studying me. So I would just cry and cry. I would go to work and I would try to hold on this brave face. I would run to the bathroom in the back and I would just cry because most of my people that I would come in contact with be doing you like this and stuff. Like, what are you looking at? But I never had the guts to say it. So I would just run in the back and cry because of what I already heard somebody was spreading, and the fact that the reason that the drug allegations hurt me so bad is because how I look at drug addicts, and they quickly let me know that it was wrong. I'm scared of drug addicts, and I'm not trying to down nobody, or offend anybody, but I am scared of them simply because I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know what they move going. You know what I'm saying? Like they can flip out and do something to me, and they don't know they doing it, or they can just be next to me and be so high and just throw up on me or something. You know what I'm saying? So when somebody started their room on me, it hurt me so bad because I'm like, that's how y'all look at me? Because I know how I look at them. So that's how y'all looking at me. And oh my God, I spent days in the mirror like, what is it they see? Because if those people scare me, what am I doing? Like, and I ain't even on no drugs. Like, why is this? And that's what just took me so far down about that situation because things is not true about you. You be like, oh, shut up, whatever. Like what folks were saying, she can't do this, she can't pay her bills, blah blah this and blah blah that. You be like, girl, shut up. Anyway, and you just keep going. But that, even though I knew that wasn't true, that there took me so far down because I knew how I looked at drug addicts. And I couldn't believe nobody looked at me like that. And I was like, nobody spiritually can look at me and see that that's not the case. Nobody. So we all sit in church and talk about how God wants us to be and read our Bible and stuff. And can't none of y'all be here for me or just pray for me if you ain't even around me or whatever you think it is or you know what I'm saying or really ask me. None of y'all can do that. So we just in here reading together. We not a family. We just come. So it was just a mess to me. It was a mess to me. I was like, whatever happened to we're supposed to be family? Whatever happened to that? I said, because I don't feel much like a family. I do not feel like much like a family. So I stayed away from the church for a while. That didn't stop me from reading and praying. When I did that, it seemed like I was forced into a fast. I wanted nothing to eat. All I did every single day at work, before work, at work, when I got home, I would cry, pray, read. Cry, pray, read. Every single day. It was nothing I could eat. I ate a peanut butter cracker one time, and it seemed like I had ate a whole meal. And I was like, how am I forced into this? All I did was eat, pray, read. And honestly, it was bad for about almost a month, if not a month. But all I did was come in. I would cry, pray, read, cry, pray, read, cry, pray, read. I wouldn't turn on any TVs in my house, y'all. I wouldn't have no TVs on. I wouldn't be on YouTube. I wouldn't be on none of that stuff. All I did was cry, pray, read every single day of my life during that time. And I would just, and it seemed like I was just sinking further and further and further. And I was like, I'm reading and I'm praying and I'm crying out to you, God. You know, I would be at work. I'm steady getting the word into me, steady feeding the word into me. You know, because I'm like, at first I didn't believe God liked me. He was putting me through hell, but I'm like, no, I need to get closer to Him right now. I've always asked God to have a close relationship with Him, and now He's making it where I have to have one with Him, and I would appreciate it, you know. So, you know, every day that went on, then finally I started feeling different. I started feeling like, you know, you ain't got to have a head full of weave to be pretty. Because anybody that know me know that nobody was gonna see me without makeup. Nobody. I wouldn't go to the corner store without makeup. Like I always had to have something on my face. I like that. I like being cute. And my husband is a natural guy, so I would always fight him because I like to be cute. I'm like, you can't sit up and tell me I can't wear makeup and no weave, blah 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 blah. And so finally, I wore a weave that pulled a plug out my head, and I'm like, okay, all right, I see what he's saying. And I started to grow my hair. I started to grow my hair back. I wasn't cutting it off no more or none of that. I just started to let it grow. And I started to really feel good again. Because at first, when I was wearing my natural hair, letting it grow, I felt so bad. 'Cause people like, she fell off. And, oh, she just do something to her hair. And, oh, it's like, no, I'm growing my hair. It's my hair. You think you'll be proud of me. This is my hair. You know? And I'm like, why am I focusing so much on what people are saying? Why is this my focus when I didn't care? You know, why? So, child, the more I prayed, the more I got myself together, the more, you know, I started to focus on God more and understand where God was taking me. You're no longer in your 20s. You're a married woman. You know, you're trying to do bigger and better things. I want you to go back to those things that you were trying to build way before, all of this happened. Like I had people doing some really strange things to me and it hurt me so bad. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, Lord, why am I the person that don't like to see people's feelings hurt, but these people just freely do anything they want to do to me? It's not fair. Like you said, do unto others as you want them to do unto you. And I try to treat people correctly, and I get treated like crap. Like you have a lot of people around here that have stuff going on with people and they know it and they won't even tell them or give them a warning or nothing. But I'm the type of person, say for instance, you're about to get fired. They said if you come in late one more time, you're going to get fired. I'm going to be the person be like, look, they did say that they're going to fire if you come in late one more time. Just kind of be on time. I'm that person because I don't want to see nobody down and out. I don't want to see nobody hurt. I don't want to see nobody destroyed. You know what I'm saying? So, and then somebody will always go back and tell, she said that I was getting fired and add some stank on it. You'd be like, God dog, I was trying to help you because I heard what they said. Now that people know that you hear what they're saying and you trying to help people, they try to discredit you in any way they can so nobody believe anything you saying. See, I'm a cool person. I can hang with somebody and become real cool. And people feel like that they can talk to me about anything. Now, with that is a curse as well because they feel like they can tell you anything. I found out a lot of stuff folks doing and all type of stuff. They themselves start to feel guilty and feel like I either gonna tell somebody or done told somebody. So then they start treating me like crap or whatever. And it's like I ain't even said nothing yet. Next thing I know, they hate me and people around them hate me. It was like, dog, I ain't even said nothing yet. I ain't even said nothing to you for going back telling what I done said. And then when the stuff actually comes to fruition or whatever for what I said, then they want to come back and never say I'm sorry, but be like, yeah, I did see what you were saying. It's like, no, you embarrassed me in public. Now you want to come back to me secretly and be like, I did see what you were saying. Leave me alone. It's okay to embarrass me in public, but you want to come back and whisper to me you're sorry? It's not fair to me. So I had just told myself I wanted to stay away from people and just really focus. So God allowed me the chance to walk away from the place that had me at the lowest point of my life. God allowed me. He said, it's time. Because he made the situation so uncomfortable because he was letting me know this is not your last stop. This is not all I have for you to do. You know what I mean? I mean, people were literally thinking that was the only skill I had. It was like, no, y'all don't understand. I've been working on my feet for years and getting so sick I'm passing out. Finally, I have a job where I can just sit here and I'm getting criticized for it. It's like I was never in the city that I grew up in, but they only knew me once I became depressed. It was like, wow. So if you didn't know me before then, this should teach you that I was never in no junk. I wasn't in nobody's stuff. You know what I'm saying? So why is it now that I'm in my 30s, I'm supposed to be done all these things that nobody knew about back then, and I've been in the same city all my life? That was just weird to me. But I was like, okay, whatever, whatever. And that stuff used to just get to me. It just get to me. And I'm like, what is going on, Lord? Why is this happening to me? What have I done? You know, but I will say that I thank God for going through that special time in my life because it taught me who was actually for me. It taught me that what they say is not who you are. It taught me to actually have some self-esteem about myself and not let nobody else control my feelings, my moods, my how I feel about me. You know what I mean? It taught me a lot of valuable lessons. It taught me to people come by whispering and stuff and all this, and I don't even care anymore. I don't care. I actually go to the stores now and I enjoy being there. Excuse me. I now that God, because how the process started coming back was because I was at that place and people were just looking at me crazy and saying all type of weird stuff when it was passing, and I just something in me was like X, because you know me normally I won't X, I just make me sad, but I just X. I said, why are y'all looking at me like this? Why is folks saying I'm high? What is going on? What do you see? Next thing I know, I heard a woman saying she was asking people, was she do she look visibly high? And I'm like, oh my God, that is not what I was asking. I'm asking you, what do you see for these people to come back here and say what they saying? Do I need to come out of here? Do you need to come in here and look at me? Like, what do you see? And so I said, Lord, I don't know what's going on at this place. It's a lot of stuff that I'm not going to even mention, but I'm ready to go. I am ready to go. And the Lord made my situation a lot different than what it was. And I was able to say, that's it. That is it. I'm done. And so when I walked away, the day I turned my badge in and I said, I can't take it anymore, I felt like, you know how you walk out of something and like maybe you have a church robe on and somebody grab it as you walking out and it just fall off of your body. That's how I felt. I felt like something was being pulled and stripped from me as I was walking away from that place. And I have never looked back. I have not wanted to go back. I have not wanted to come in contact with anybody that I have ever worked with at that place. But the people that I had come in contact with, I'm thankful that I have, because the relationship we had at that place was so much more different than we have now. You know what I mean? And then you finally talk to them and find out they were sort of kind of thinking the same way. But everybody has to keep a hush hush because everybody want to keep their job. I didn't understand it. I'm like, all of us thinking the same way. Why y'all making me seem like I'm messed up? You know? But I have been so. God allowed me to step away and go back to the crafts that I had before all of this happened. I'm happy to get up and go to a store without makeup on. I can switch it up for my husband. When I want to be cute and be myself, I'll throw some makeup on, throw me a nice little wig on, and I'm cute for the day. When my husband make it home, all that makeup is off my face, that wig is off, it's back to the fro or the ponytail that he likes. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm able to mix it up for myself and him. You know what I'm saying? That's the compromise. While he's at work and I'm doing something, I can be all dolled up. When my husband make it home, it's back to my natural hair, no makeup, sweats, muscle shirts, how he like it. And that makes me so happy. It makes me happy now to not say, hey, it was my fault for running off doing this. I should have let him be a man or something. No, I don't feel bad for that anymore. I'm thankful for the decisions that I made, because I wouldn't have been this far if I hadn't made those decisions. So I'm never going to let anybody make me feel like I made bad decisions ever again. Ever again, It's okay for me to look at a person, you whisper to your friend or say whatever. I don't care. I know exactly who I am, Chad. I don't care what you whisper, you know? I actually, and I've really met some really, really, really nice people just going into the store. It seemed like a big transformation, and I'm praising God for that, because when I went to the stores and people would look at you and side eye you and turn their nose up and whisper and laugh, stuff that you're not used to, you'd be like, I'm not even that caliber for you to be laughing at me, you know? Then to now, they make jokes with you and ask questions, about whatever in the store and stuff like that. And I'm like, wow, this is so strange. I had people that were saying, um, something about cars and something like that, and then didn't realize that I had two cars. It was just crazy. It was crazy. People would take any little thing and make up their own thing about it and spread it like it's the gospel truth. And most people would believe it because, people want to believe something about somebody else than they would themselves. So I just, what I went through made me a better person today. And I see growth in myself week after week, month after month, year after year. And I thank God for it. I thank God for taking me through the steps that He did and taking me to the steps that I'm going now. Things that I normally wouldn't do. And I like the fact that I praise God for the fact that it's happening in God's divine order, because I'm not forcing it. I'm not doing it because somebody else. If I don't want to do it, I'm not going to do it. Leave me alone. If I don't want company, don't come over here. I don't want it. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't too focused on my relationship. I was focused, but I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking I'm doing all I need to, but my mind was elsewhere. Now my relationship with my husband is a lot better. I don't care who thinks that it's a facade or anything like that. I've never felt this happy in my life. I never felt at peace in my life as I do now. Now I put in application after application after application, and God is like, I got something for you, and it's gonna be right. It's gonna be right, and I want you to be right. You know, when you get it and stuff like that. But I can honestly say I haven't gone without anything. I still have food on my tables. I was still able to help somebody else in the midst of, my own depression and all that type of stuff. I was still able to be me, but the fact that now, you know, I let God take over and God control everything in my life. I don't feel like I'm doing wrong now. I don't feel like, oh my God, what are they? If I go here, they're going to say this. I don't feel bad for busting jokes. If you take it the wrong way, you take it the wrong way. God is going to place you on the right hearts. You know what I mean? So I want to be, I, w- I want to be a pillar to let people know that you can go through hell, still overcome it. Everything not be perfect around you, but the peace of God makes you feel like you're in a mansion with no problems, no worries, and no stress. You know, I no longer have to worry about the things that stress me out at a certain place. God has said the next place I'm going to put you, it's going to be right for you. You know, you're going to be able to touch the right hearts. It's going to be even better than what you thought. I just need you to open yourself up to me so I'm able to use you. And that's what he did. Like, I could be so mad at my husband or whatever, and I'll call somebody, certain people, I don't call everybody. And I'll talk about it, and I just be venting and venting and venting. And I'm thankful because that person knows that, hey, she just venting. She all right. It ain't that big of a deal. And I'm like, thank you. Thank you. I'm not sitting depressed and I'm not stressed. I'm just mad and want to get it off my chest. Thank you. And then you gone on about your business. Because if that's how it was at first, when I kept all my stuff in or whatever, I was able to think about it. Yeah, it kind of get overwhelmed a little bit, but it wasn't so bad to the point where you're just like, oh my God, I can't take this. It was more of like, look, I don't feel like talking today. I got stuff on my mind. And then I fix it. But the minute I start saying my problems out loud to people, they became bigger. Stuff was added to them. I became depressed. It was just horrible. you know. So God places the right people in your path. I talk to them, they know, okay, she vent and be through. And still know that I love my husband dearly. I love my family dearly. I'm happy. I wouldn't trade it for the world. God has taken me through what he's taken me through for a reason, because he wanted me to be strong for a reason. You know what I'm saying? He wanted me to be mentally prepared to have a baby. And I really feel like 2020 is going to be the year of success, and it's going to be long-term success. And I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it, and I'm thankful that God chose me. So when I get on here and I'm making jokes, y'all, I like to see people laugh. I really do. I like telling jokes. It's just funny. I like to see people laugh. Like, some people may see that, oh my God, did you see what she said? And the right people will see it and be like, gosh, that girl so crazy. I be feeling that though. I be feeling the same way. That girl so crazy. That's how I see it. I don't be seeing it as, like, oh my God, what did she say? Or, oh my God, oh, that's how she really is. It's like, they're jokes, y'all. Just laugh. We got a whole bunch of other serious stuff that happen on a regular. When you get on somebody's social media, you just want to laugh. Just laugh. No drama. I'm not trying to be better than nobody. I'm not one of those people that trying to out nobody or all this type of stuff. Just laugh. Have a good time. Bring God into your life. There is nothing wrong with praising God. Bring God into your life and let things happen divinely. I'm not the type of person to just go talk to somebody today and now we're friends. I gotta get to know you. I want it to feel divine. Like, most of YouTube has kept me going so much, because in this little time frame, I could have went crazy. I could have been depressed. I could have been, oh my God, I've been doing this and putting in these and stuff. But YouTube has really kept me going, because the warm comments and the way you all react, it's like I don't even have to jump through hoops. I don't even have to buy these folks gifts. I don't even have to. And I used to just give folks my money. Y'all don't understand the amount of money that I have just given people because I want people happy. Like, I don't give the homeless people $1 and $2 and change. I'm giving $5 and $10 and $15 and $20, because I feel like, and not saying it just for y'all to know, but it's like, in my heart, I truly want people to be happy and to see me and smile and be like, you know what, she's the one that da 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 da. And I can tell you it was nothing but the grace of God, because I don't ever want to take that glory from God. You know what I mean? And it has been, I just ignore everybody else around me that that's hateful. Don't ask me no questions about nobody. Where my husband works, where my husband from, where my family from, where my friends from, and all this stuff has nothing to do with me and you. Never ask me those things. Don't ask me anything about my husband. Don't ask me anything about my friends. Ask them. Why do you need to know these things if you're talking to me? I don't need to be nobody's friend and know all their business. I don't have to. Any secret that I want to keep to myself, I'm not gonna tell no friends no way, simply because I don't want to put you in a predicament where I think that you telling it, or somebody come back and tell me about it and I think you said it and we fall out. I'm not putting you in that predicament. I'm just not doing it to you. You know? So I just want people to understand that you can go through hell, y'all, and not think that this is all life has for you. this is all I've had for you, because it's not. All you have to do is just surrender to God. Do what He wants you to. I'm sure I'm not the most popular person always talking about God and what He's done for me, but who cares? Because to those that God places me on their hearts, they will understand. They will receive it with the most sincere, of their heart. So those things that I used to worry about and used to make me cry, I don't care about. Now, when I say it has made me a little petty, because I ain't gonna lie, sometimes when people say some smart stuff or all that type of stuff, child, I be done killed you in my head. Man, I be done said old jokey joke that make my face turn red. But I just keep it there, because it's like I battle. I don't battle, but you know how the two sides jump in real quick. It's like, should I take this? Because if I take this, they gonna hate me. I let it go. It's whatever. I let it go. And that's why I just let most of those things go. It's like, I don't care about none of this stuff. I don't care what y'all say I am. I don't care how high y'all think I am. I don't care what y'all see when y'all see me going to give me a nice little bottle of wine. I'm not studying y'all. I'm not studying y'all. You know what I'm saying? This is my life, and I ain't asking you for nothing. Watch yourself and everybody around you. You'll be all right, because I ain't focused on nothing nobody else got going on. I'm trying to stay doing the right thing that God got for me to do. And that's just simple as that. That's what I do. So I'm thankful for everything, and I know God has a lot of good planned for myself, my family, and my friends, and even people around me. I pray for people that's going through stuff that I don't even know. I could jump on my social media, and I could see somebody saying, "Lost my husband, I lost this," or whatever, 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 and I just pray for them. I don't even got to know who they are, and I just pray for them, because sometimes you can't pray and you need somebody that's gonna pray for you and not think bad. So that's I don't worry about her. I walk past people all the time. She can't even speak. It's like, you saw me first. Could you speak? Well, shut up. And I keep it pushing. If you saw me and you stood there waiting on me to say something when you could have spoke to me, I don't want to hear nothing you got to say. Leave me alone, because you could have spoke too. It ain't that big of a deal. You know? I just promise myself, and I ask God to constantly keep a shield over my eyes and heart, to not let me fall into what somebody else is doing. You know what I mean? I'm not going to give nobody else my mood to have. I'm not going to give nobody else the rights to my emotions. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Because I praise God, I love God, and I'm thankful that God chose me to work with. I'm thankful God chose me to work with. He made me who I am, and there is no way in hell I should be ashamed of that. I found ways to compromise with my husband. And then it made me love me more. I'm jumping on camera and I don't have no makeup on, nothing but lip gloss and a hair wrap, and normally I would never do that. But I'm secure and I'm happy. I'm secure and I'm happy. Not saying I wasn't happy then, but it's like, I love me. Yeah, I look like a fat baby. Oh well. And I'm telling y'all right now, I'm finna go try to lose some more weight too. Don't be talking about I'm sick or on some. I want to be skinty again. Eating all these burgers, and last night about what was it, 11 something? I'm eating a bowl of spaghetti and a big old cup of Kool-Aid. Mm-mm. But honey, God has brought me a long way. And I gave y'all that full story to let y'all know I have been through hell. A lot of things I kept to myself, because I feel like some stuff you tell will only start a war. Because you do know that people going back talking. So you just give little bits and pieces or whatever. Because you have a lot of folks say, well, she told me this. Well, she told me this. Yeah, and all of that was true. It ain't one thing that got me like this. It's a bunch of factors that got me. I just felt the need to give you one thing. I didn't give you the whole rundown. It was a lot of things. You know what I mean? And people don't understand that. People are always looking for the bad and everything. People are always looking for, I think this was for something. I think that, y'all, YouTube has really kept me going. It gave me that courage to love people again, and to allow people to actually love me. Because everybody came suspect. Everybody came paranoid. Because I tell you, when this person was like, I really care. I really care. And you find out that person really don't care. That person's actually starting mess with everybody and had you included. Starting mess with everybody, down talking everybody, spreading everybody's stuff everywhere. And you thinking they just messing and lying on this person. So you go thinking y'all talking like girlfriends. And this person going back, taking everything you said and then some. And then when you go to the person like, you didn't say this. No, I wouldn't dare say that. So how do these people know it? And then why they say this? So I repeat back to the person what I know they said already. I repeat it back to them like, oh my God, I heard somebody said this, and I know you done said it, and then you be like, oh my God, who said that? You. Bye, y'all. But it put me into a different place in life. It made me stop looking at drug addicts that way, because if the way I looked at them, that's what scared me so bad. It's like everybody, deserves to be happy. Everybody has went through something, and some people came back out of it. Some people didn't have that same help to come back out of. You know what I mean? Like none of us are too big or too small. There's no such thing as I want to go work in this building with successful people that can teach me how to be, even more successful. No, you can go work around somebody that ain't got not one degree in the world, but you can still learn so much from them. And I'm thankful for that. I'm so thankful for that. But y'all, I hope that y'all can see the growth. And if you can't, it's for God to show. You know what I mean? I'm thankful that he put me back to the point where I can get dressed and head out to stores and don't mind looking and asking questions and laughing, because I done met some really amazing people, you know, really amazing people, really nice people. I've met some really, really nice people. Like, I was going to the store to get some gas, and this guy, I held the door for him, and he was like, good morning. I'm like, somebody spoke to me first. And I'm like, good morning. It opens you up to niceness and really good people. So I'm thankful for that. So anybody that had just went through something, you feel like nobody had your back, I promise you God still has your back. Don't feel like God wasn't listening to you or he punishing you or something like that. I promise you, don't feel like that, because I promise he's not. He's not. He's still an on time God. He still loves us regardless. He's still here for us regardless. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling y'all. He's here. He's just waiting for you to surrender and do it his way. Do it his way. So I'm thankful for everybody. I'm thankful for everybody that has been loving on me and allowing me to be myself and just keying at my jokes, child, sharing my videos. I always hear commenting, because this is something I can look back on and say, hey, I did that. I did that, you know? But I'm praying for anybody that is going through anything, anybody that has struggled with anything. There's a lot of people that actually struggle with things. So there are some people that lie and make it seem like some people are struggling with something when they're not, or anything like that. I pray for everybody. I know that we can't change the whole world, but it starts with us. You can control what you do. It's so many people leaving here. I'm not concerned with being friends with everybody in the world. I'm concerned with doing them right, doing what God wants me to do. So when it's my time to go, I could be in the promised land in my mansion from sending my timbers up that he has got ready for me. That's what I'm looking for. So I ain't gonna lie, it made me a little sour about, being around church people. Not saying that I don't still praise God and believe in God and love God, because I still do. And I feel like I found him more on my own than I was sitting in the church. You know what I'm saying? Um, because I didn't get the love that I thought. I didn't get the love that I thought. All I got was whispers and not asking you anything, not asking you what happened. And then when you tell them what happened, they want to read between the lines. It's like there's no lines. I'm telling you word for word what happened. I've learned to, when people say something, that's what they mean until you see otherwise. That's exactly what they mean. Stop trying to read between the lines, because you yourself go home to a bunch of hell, but you're trying to read out my hell. A lot of people got some weird stuff going on in their households. But they trying to figure out your household. It's like if you tend to yours, you won't have that stuff going on. But anyway, I'm thankful for those people that I've met. I'm thankful for y'all coming to have coffee with me today and coffee and conversation. I appreciate you guys. If you like coffee and conversations, just comment down below. We can have more coffee and conversations. Like I said, I'm trying to get this live to work real good. But I love y'all, and I'm thankful for those people that I've met some really, really, really good people on here. Really good people. Really good people. I would come in some of the chat rooms and they just say my name like, "Hey, it's me," or what, Coco Chanel. You be like, "Oh God, I'm getting this from everybody, and I ain't even had to jump through no loops for nobody. I can just be myself, and they love me, you know." So, and I ain't got to give them all my money for them to care something about me, you know. And that's the reason that God has allowed me to stay afloat. Cause I done sowed a lot of seeds. I could have been down on my tail right now, but I done sowed a lot of seeds. Sowed a lot of seeds. And God has made sure that myself and my family was taken care of at the same time. Now we ain't perfect. We ain't just balling or nothing like that. Sometimes we get down and be like, dang, I ain't got no gas money. I done paid all my bills and I ain't got no gas money. Then boom, somebody call you. Be like, "Hey, you think you can run me here? I put gas in your car." You be like, "Sure. Come on." That's how God works. That's how my God works. And I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful and I'm ready for the next level. And I know, you know, this year and years to come is gonna be some really good years. I just have to buckle down and do the right thing and get rid of those people that don't need to be around me. You know what I'm saying? And I know God got me. I'm blessed. I am truly blessed and I'm thankful. I don't have to put up a facade. I don't have to create anything to make it seem so perfect. I'm at peace. I'm happy. I'm in a clean home. You know, I have food on my table. My bills are getting paid. My husband is happy. My family is happy and thriving. I have friends that really love me and really support me. And I'm thankful. And those that are around me that, you know, are only trying to find out something so they can go have something to talk about with somebody else, ain't no need of me picking at them because they're going to soon fall off. They're going to soon fall by the wayside and I ain't going to have to worry about them no more because God going to have it. I ain't got to do nothing. I just let God take care of it. But anyway, I love you guys. And whatever you're going through, I promise you, it only lasts as long as you let it. When you break down and do what God is trying to tell you to and not be like, God, let me compromise a little bit because I want to do this. And this is how I really am. I just let God use you. Let God strip you. Let him, it's going to strip you of your pride and everything. And you're going to come back so happy. Like I'm not afraid to say how I feel. If I'm not feeling nothing about a situation, I just won't say it. You know, because I ain't. If I walk up to a conversation and I ain't got nothing to say in it, I don't feel bad for being quiet because I ain't got nothing to say. I ain't got nothing to say. Simple as that. But I love you guys. Be who you are. Let God use you. Let God lead you. Let things happen divinely. And I promise you, the peace that you have, something special. Like I'm happy to lay next to my husband at night. I'm happy to wake up in the morning. I'm happy at what I see in the mirror. I'm happy carrying around this good. I'm happy. Folks whisper and say what they think is going on in your household or who they think you are and have no clue how blessed you are. But I thank you all. I speak peace and prosperity and nothing but blessings on you all's life. And just surrender to God. Surrender. I know this video may be a long one, but just surrender. Surrender to God's will. Surrender to God's way. And I promise y'all, it'll be a peace that you can't understand. It'll be a peace that you literally can't understand. When I get dressed now, I feel good. I feel better than I used to before my depression and all the mess that was going on. I feel better when I get dressed, and I'm chunkier, but I feel good. I feel put together, poised, nice. You know, life is different. I'm okay if I run to the store in some joggers and my house shoes. Because I used to be like, I don't want nobody to be like, ooh, she fell off. It's like, no, I was in the house. I wanted to run to the store and get on back in the house. I don't feel nothing about that no more. Folks stare at you. You be like, child, I ain't been out all day. I just came from the house. I came to run up here and get something. I'm going back to the house. But I love you guys, and I pray that you just surrender to God. Let God into your households. Let God into your life. Be happy. Be happy. Everything don't have to be said. Because if I sit here and told verbatim everything word for word that went on, y'all would be like, but ain't no need for me to shame nobody else. I love you guys. And let's truly be happy and truly surrender. And if you don't do what you're supposed to do, don't blame God for it. Take responsibilities for yourself. I love you guys, and I'm thankful for those who came and enjoyed coffee with me and watched until the end. I love you guys so dearly, and I want to be able to support you all, and I plan on being able to do a lot more for people, giveaways and everything like that this year. I plan on doing a lot more because I want to see people smile. I want to see people happy. And I want my living legacy to be she truly cared. She truly loved us, and she really wanted us to be happy. And that woman truly believed in God, and she carried him everywhere she went. That's what I want my legacy to be. But I love you guys. Stay blessed. Stay safe. Love one another, and treat people how you want to be treated because it pays off in the end. I love you guys. Bye.